Hi guys, well, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, in this episode we're definitely going to take you on a tour of the plot today and show you what's been going on. We've got lots of things been happening. I'm going to show you a new friend. You'll see him on the tour, and well, I'm going to have a go at growing some Loquats fruits. Mike from Potting Along set as a challenge up. He said, "Yeah, see if you can grow some of them. I'm going to have a go at them, you have a go at them." And he gave me 4 seeds, so I'm going to show you that, me actually planting them, sorting them, setting them up, and then we'll see how we do. What else we got? Oh, I'm going to show you a nice greenhouse that I've got me brother. An 8x6 fully glazed greenhouse, 30 quid. A friend of mine on the allotments was quitting, and he said, "You can have it if you want it, give me 30 quid." So that's what we settled on. And well, I'm going to show you that as well. But first things first, let us show you this these Loquat fruits that are these seeds, which we're going to try and germinate. I've got them set up here on the table a while ago, about an hour ago. And well, let me show you me now actually getting them started. So this is how I'm going to do mine. I don't know how Mike's going to do his, but this is how I'm going to do mine. Okay guys, so we're going to plant these Loquat seeds. I think we're going to plant them about 1.5 inches deep. They are a big seed after all. And well, my money is on that one germinating first, so in it goes. And these ones are going to need a little bit more pushing down. There's another one, and another one. So what we're going to do, going to give these a real good soak in these seeds. Get the outside of the shell nice and wet. We will be sticking them in a drip tray. I just want to get these seeds nice and wet. See what I'm doing here? I'm using this this spray to actually put the compost around the seed. Yeah, so I'll go at the hospital this morning. I can hear ambulances going in left, right and centre. I don't know what the hell's going on. But, yeah, these seeds, once they've had a good water, I think they'll germinate. Although saying that, I've just been reading about them, and they're a very low germination rate, so you need to do quite a lot of them. However, I'm doing 4. So, you know, we only need 1 to fire up, and then we'll have a Loquat tree. I say these are subtropical. I've got a few friends in the States who actually grow these, and basically they grow everywhere, so I'm told. And I hear there's quite a few different varieties. There's at least 10 varieties that I'm aware of. But anyway, so what we're doing, Loquat, put the label in. And well, what's today's date? That helps, doesn't it? Let's have a look at my clock on my phone. It's the 15th today, 15th of May. So anyway, there you go, Mike. We've got the Loquats in. We can't do no more. We've got them in this clover multi-purpose. It's an absolute wonderful day today. So I can't see there being any problem with the germination, really. But we'll stick these in a drip tray for now, and we'll keep an eye on them. And they might take 3-4 weeks before we see anything. So, you know, I'm not too worried if I don't see them germinating straight away. Although within 6 months you can have a metre high tree. So you know, once they get growing, they grow pretty prolifically, so I'm told. So anyway, there we go. They're me Loquats, all done and dusted. Yeah, so I was a little bit of information about them Loquats. They're quite common in the States, and apparently I was reading up to 10 different varieties and that I was looking at. There's probably more, and basically they grow pretty wild over there in the States. Everybody seems to have them. Now I don't know if you need to have companions or whether they will fruit just one of them. However, we're going to try and germinate them all, so we're going to have at least a couple of these, and it doesn't take them long for them to get, you know, to grow. I was looking at one guy, and 6 months old, this plant was nearly 1.5 meters high, so I don't know if it's going to grow like that in this country. I think you know, it was in California, and you know, it's like sunshine all year round there, so. There's some tropical as well, these Loquats, so you know, but perfect time to germinate these seeds is now. The weather's absolutely fantastic. A few days of sunshine and water, and I think we'll start to see some results in a couple of weeks' time. However, it might take a couple of months' time. Like the red flag irises, they took nearly 4 months to germinate, so you know, we'll keep you posted on that and see what happens. Anyway, let's take you on the tour, and I'm going to show you. You're going to see my new mate suddenly makes an appearance, and I tell you, it's not surprising when you see this little character, how close I can actually get to him. So. With that, let's show you what's been happening on the plot this week. So a northerly wind is blowing today. It's only a slight one, as you can see. It's actually, sky's gin clear. UV's well up there. It's like 5. Air pressure's about 1038, so it's really high, the air pressure, which makes a difference really when you're growing stuff. Low pressure and what have you seems to grow a bit better. I don't know, but this high pressure's it has worked wonders in these greenhouses. I mean, just look at them leeks there, absolutely awesome. And they're the musselburgh leeks. I love growing musselburgh leeks, and it won't be long before we'll be putting them out. And then you've got all these tomatoes. These are Moneymaker and Gardeners. Oh, what are them ones? Oh, they're Elsie Craig. We just put some more Elsie Craig in there, and they was all hanging over the edge about 10 minutes ago. But we give them a drink of water, and they've picked back up. These are the Loquats, which we're taking a challenge up with Mike from Potting Along. He just brought me 4 over, so I've got them planted. You just seen the video, and they're sat in water. And we just got given 2 Ring of Fire by Jeff, and they're chilies, very hot chilies. Here's the problem. My dahlias, there's hundreds of, no, there's not hundreds, there's 20 odd of them there, and they need to go out. There's some of them underneath the table, and they're just starting to touch the top of the table. So we're going to have to bite the bullet in the next couple of days. I'm going to put these out, and well, they're going to have to take the chance outside. We're also going to be putting these red flag irises out as well. These are starting to get bigger, but the ones in the other greenhouse are doing even better. That jasmine over there, we need to sort that out, find somewhere nice for that. And what else we got? Oh, these are all different cucumbers, squashes, and I think we've got some pumpkins in there. These are all sunflowers which needs to go out. We're going to be putting them into some new planters which we're going to be putting down the centre of the plot. I'll show you where we're going to be putting them. And then we've got more tomatoes. All these tomatoes, I'm going to put like 4 of each of these, give the rest away. These are all my marigolds, which were my first lot of marigolds that I actually started, and I liked them so much I decided to do 4 trays, but I've given 1 tray away to a friend of mine. But Pam sent me these Cosmos, and we got Cosmos in there growing. The ones what we did of these ones didn't germinate, so I've done them again, so there's every chance that they will germinate. Them over there are foxglove digitalis. I'm going to be testing them on Manny, see if I can kill him. And well, let's also look over there. There's a beautiful dahlia there. That's almost ready for flowering. They only grow to about 1/2 metre high. We've got a spelia here, and I don't know what that one is down there, but they're looking absolutely cool. We'll have to get a look at them, see what they are. And then you've got lots of chilies, and we've got all sorts of things in here. We've got a few what them ones now? Gherkins. We give a lot of gherkins away, but we kept a couple. Again, we've got some calandria. We just started them, needles and pins. We just recently sold them. I did a video, but I didn't have it turned on. That's my favourite trick, not turning things on. Got some Joe Long here. We got some salad festivals. What else? We got some sweet Milrillion. There's a whole host of different tomatoes and flowers. I'm not too sure what these ones are. Hang on, what's it say there? There's a label. Oh, these are butternut squash, and we only need a couple of them. I've got to find somewhere to put them. All my beds are full. We might be able to stick them in somewhere. Where? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find some space for them eventually. But these are all starting to die back now. Once they fall over and they collapse, we just cut them off. And what we'll do is top them up with a bit of compost and stick a couple of marigolds into these. And again, we need to put some linings into these. The birds have been pinching them for the nests. Again, you come along here. We've been giving lots of strawberries away, but as you can see, we still haven't given that many away. They're all in drip trays, these, so we water them from all these. We water from below. That was a disaster waiting to happen. Someone, like in the last video I was mentioning, they shut the door, and well, all my Savoy cabbage took a dive. There's a couple of others what took a dive, some huntsmen as well, but we'll start them again. All these here are all flowers, nasturtiums. These ones, I think them ones petunias, and we need to separate them. These ones candy, what are they? Candy toff. And I can't even read my own bloody writing. But you know, we're going to be planting all these out shortly. We're potting them on, and these will all be going into the borders. Again, you can see these strawberries are looking wonderful here. We're going to be giving these ones away. Spelia there's doing well. That little thing there's more jasmine. Lily of the Valley. There's a few of them. Coming along here, swing the camera around, and well, you can see the strawberries in this bed are absolutely full of flowers. And cheeky bugger, shut up while I'm doing the filming. Anyway, what we're going to do is put some straw around these shortly. Once we start seeing fruits appear, we'll put some straw around them, and we'll get some decent strawberries. But you can see we've got some beautiful tulips there, and just underneath them we've got a load of gladiolas going all the way around the bed. Same here, and this bed's the same. We've got two lots of gladiolas, two lines going all the way around the fruit bushes. The raspberry canes, that one's not doing well, and that one's, I've not seen no sign of them yet, so it's worrying. This is a little rose which is sticking in my finger as we speak. We put a few strawberries in there, and well, they're starting to, you can start seeing fruits appear on them. All these are full of fruit, all the currant bushes. The Aspelia here, these are wonderful. These are Aspelia. Wait, well, I can't wait. They're not far away from flowering, guys. There's the flower there, and it's big ferns, and same on this one. And then you've got the sedum, which is that sedum, which is at the side of it. Sedum all the way along, and you see butterflies all over them, and hopefully we're going to get some dahlias in amongst all this lot. You can see the fruits everywhere on these bushes. The gooseberries over here are full of fruits. That there's my Afghan poppy. There was another one there. I don't know where it's gone. Oh, there it is. All this is all coming out of here. Once we tidied it all up, it'll look a lot better. But this gooseberry, you can see gooseberries forming on this now. Gooseberry and cream. Some beautiful tulips there. This, you know, the tulips and daffodils are all died now. You won't see these in a couple of weeks. This here is called a black parrot. I don't know why it's purple, as Buster Dave was saying. Why would you call something black when it's purple? But they do look awesome, and I've got to admit, Dave, like yourself, I do like them. And we got quite a few of them here, which is looking pretty good. There's a few tulips still to come up. Again, fruits on all these gooseberries here, covered in them. Look at this cheeky bugger here. Unbelievable. It's followed me over from the gates, this bugger. I don't know. Well, I'm not going to go too close to it. I can't, you know, crazy these things. They just turn up on my plot. That's the first pigeon this year I've seen turn up. You better be careful. There's a few cats around here. Over here, I got some. Well, the rhubarb. We're not going to touch that this year. We're just going to leave it to do its thing. Just walk past it. This young bird. Can't believe it. Unbelievable. I'm not bothered about you, fella. You can do what you want. But yeah, we got some gooseberry trees there. That one's a white, that one's red, and that one's white, and they're gooseberries. Obviously they're taller than the rhubarb at the moment, but we won't take much of the rhubarb out of here. We want them to build the crowns up. This is a red currant tree. By the way, they are trees, them three there, but this is a tree. All the fruit, all the flowers are starting to fall off now, and the fruits are setting, which is really good. So we're going to start putting beer into them little spaceship things what dangle down shortly. Once we know all the bees, the honeybees are disappeared. The last thing I need to do is catch honeybees on this allotment, especially when there's about 6 or 7, actually there's more, there's about 12 hives on here. They'll be lynching me. So I've got to make sure that there's no flowers on there for the bees to get trapped in. Wasps are a different story. You can see the alliums are starting to come up now all the way along. These are the beautiful alliums. Look at these, and they're going to go all the way along the plot, starting to come up. So it's the month for the alliums. What's that? That pigeon there. Crazy. What's up, fella? Hey? What's up with you? Hey? Hey, what's up with you? Hey, are you lost? He looks okay. He doesn't look is that so anything's had him? He's just, I think it's just a young pigeon what's wandered off and got himself lost. I had another one follow me off the plot a while back, and my mate said, "There's a bloody pigeon following you there, mate." I said, "I know." I said, "Oh, you dirty little bugger." Anyway, he's the first pigeon in about 1.5 years to visit the plot, so I'm just going to leave him alone. Let's continue the tour. So where was we? Oh, these planters here. All these planters here, they're all dying back. We're going to replace all these with brand new ones. And what we do, we just clean the tops off. We stick the everything what's in there into the new planters, and we just top them up with compost, because next year they'll all come up again. And what we will do, we're going to put sunflowers called Little Leo in all these. So you're going to see they go to about 1/2 metre high, and they're beautiful they are. so watch out for them. We're going to be doing that next episode. I'll do a video showing me doing them, so you see what we're doing here. Well, there's a mixture of things coming up and things dying back, and these are coming up now. I forget what them ones are, but we nearly killed them earlier in the year. I'm still waiting for these. These are called Sundis, and I can just see what. Oh, there you go. There it is. Wow, that's not very big, is it? That's the only one what I've seen on it so far. Little sun disc, little daffodil. Anyway, these are dying back, and once they've died right back, what we'll do is clean them up. We'll put some marigolds into these. Coming into this greenhouse, we need to sort the wigwams out, because these are me runner beans. I'll be telling you more about them shortly. The celery, celeriac and the patch choy are doing wonderful. They're in a drip tray. We need to sort them out. We need to get them sunflowers out, and then what we're going to do, put a load of canes in here and then start putting the tomatoes in. Again, we've got sunflowers over there, we've got corn. These all need to go out. Poppies over there. Moving along here, we got cabbages, all different types of brassicas. So but this is the grapevine, which is not doing too well. Now the other one was absolutely got fruit on it. No sign of it here, and I think it all stems from me dropping a bit of Jay's fluid on it about 2 years ago. So this might have to come out, and we'll put another one in shortly. Moving on to the back. Well, as you can see, these onions are really picking up now. I'm going to be taking the nets off them shortly. These planters here are the ones what we're going to be sticking down the spine of the allotment. So that's what they look like. We've got another 8 of them in my shed. So we need to drill some holes into them, and then we're going to plant them all out. So watch out for that episode. That'll be coming up shortly. Just behind the winter onions, there's some golden gourmet shallots, but we've got some red sun shallots in there, and then we've got Stuttgarter onions. Now we did a video, well, I thought I'd done a video the other day, and these are the Zaboon banana shallots. So they're lying down at the moment, but they're starting to pick up now. And we've actually got some beetroot there as well, a couple of rows of beetroot, and the broad beans have started to come up. They're my girls, little buggers, still breaking eggs. I've actually got an egg to put in there. I'm going to do that first thing tomorrow morning. And what it is I put mustard in it, so that should sort them out. Some nice paving stones there. I've been acquired off a friend, and we're going to be using these when I build my new chicken pen. And we'll be putting them around the sides. The rhubarb, I'm going to have to pick some of this rhubarb so I can get down the back. This rosehip's doing wonderful here. And look at that, I don't even know what that tree is. It's covered in it's beautiful white flowers. Absolutely awesome. I don't even know where that's come from. But you know, you can't even see through that. Now we looked last week and you could see right through to the back. You could see the banking at the top. Now you can't see nothing. It's just one mass of trees. It's absolutely wonderful. And look at these lot here. They've got water, they've got food, so they can't complain. I'll be in there later to make sure they've got everything's okay. Over here, well, with stir on and centurion onions, they're doing okay. Again, I'm going to take the nets off these now because the cats won't walk on them. There's nothing in this bed. That's where we're going to be putting a lot of stuff. The garlic will be coming out of here in another few weeks. And then we'll have another bed to put stuff in, but you can see it's almost 3 foot high, this garlic. The pond, well, that's at the moment the pond has got a load of duckweed in it, but oh, there's a frog's poking its head out there. It's full of frogs in there, by the way, but there's a frog with its little head sticking out there, and believe it or not, there's thousands upon thousands of tadpoles in there. What we'll do is when we'll get a nose pipe down here and top it up later, and we blast all, oh my god, of sugar. I can see 2 sugars. Take them out. But all this is absolutely covered underneath there it's thousands of tadpoles. These are my red flag irises. Rose there with a little flower starting to poke on it. Look at these ones, all these here absolutely covered in flowers. Me fig, it's doing well. This is lemon balm. My Aspelia in that pot's doing wonderfully. All I've got to do now is get up off the bloody ground because I've been kneeling down. Yeah, this garlic's doing wonderfully. 4 varieties of garlic in here, guys. As I always say, porcelain white, solent white, Casablanca, and the last one's Germador. I hope the crap pots are on the lot, going into hospital. It's that time of the day now where dinner time is always ambulances pick up around this time, accidents. What you're looking at there is that there's a bramley. There's another one next to it. It's always wise to have 2 bramleys, and it's absolutely full of fruit. This tree is probably going to collapse with the weight of fruit this year, and I will be in there with the bee traps, setting them up, or the wasp traps. That's what they are. Come down the path here, and we come down to the potatoes. These are the first earlies. They're the second earlies over there, and the ones in the middle, which are coming up, are the main crop. Over there we got some blueberries, looking pretty awesome. So you know, that's what's happening. There's birds nesting in them nest boxes up there. They've been in and out, then they stopped. So what's happening is they lay on the nest now, incubating the eggs, and it won't be long before you start to see them going in and out. So yeah, that's this side of the back side of the plot where we've got all the veg. There is a blueberry underneath there. These are just covered in fruits. Everywhere you look, it's just fruit. Starting down here, this tree, I don't know how it survives. It's underneath the bramley. Actually, this is a peach tree as well. We had some blossoms on there, but this peach tree, I might take this peach out because I'm just going to get a bit of paint. I'm going to mark the branches that haven't. You see, you look up there, you can see there's growth on these, but it's not completely covering the trees. So we need to cut some of this back, and hopefully it'll start again. These are the alliums here. Look at these beautiful alliums all the way along here. You know, obviously you've got the tulips and what have you. That one's that sadik, that rosemary, so we'll take that out. I don't know why it's died. It gets watered enough, probably that's the reason. Again, we've got some lilies here. I'll be inspecting them for lily beetles. Again, we've got loads of these lupins. Now, we thought we pulled all the bloody lupins out. Obviously, clearly we haven't. They've managed to these ones have managed to get past me, so we're going to leave them in this year. We'll get them again. And yeah, you see all these full of fruit. So there you go. That's the plot in general. I think we'll go and have a nice cup of coffee. Oh, I forgot to put my other camera away. Here's my other camera, guys. It's a Panasonic 4K. It's an HC VX870, and I find when they get warm, these the autofocus tends to go a bit funky. So, and I've got it in bloody broad in sunlight. What I've been doing is doing some recording on the birds up here. Well, that pigeon buggered off, didn't it? So anyway, with that, let's get a coffee poured and talk about some other things what we've been doing this week. So did you like it? Little rat with wings. First pigeon I've saw on here in last one I saw was about 3 years ago, and it was a racing pigeon that was lost in I nursed him back to health, and anyway he took off one morning, and that was the last I saw of him. However, this little character's disappeared. He followed me down the path earlier on, and you know, and he's around it. I think he might be in the bushes on my plot, but he seems to be okay. But yeah, you see the problem I've got with all my dailies and everything else. It's just wall to wall with flowers out, and there's a lot of things that still need to get out. We'll manage it. Anyway, I was saying we bought a greenhouse for 30 quid. So let me show you this greenhouse, what we just bought for 30 quid. Well guys, I've just bought this greenhouse for our kid. Phil's just sold it me for 30 quid, and well, we just got to get it down onto the plot, so I'll be taking all the glass out of it very shortly. All the panels on this side are okay. On this side are not too bad. This one's a bit dodgy, but that's neither near nor there. Coming around here, this is where we got a few panels broke. That one, that one, that one and that one. There's 4 panels broke. Well, I've got half a dozen panels glass to put in it, so not a problem. And we'll give it a clean up. It's just screwed to the floor at the moment, so I'll get the grinder and grind the screws off, and but obviously we take the glass out first, and then yeah, we're good to go. All the stuff inside it, all the contents is mine. Oh, it's our Carl's, but yeah, 30 quid for that. It's well about worth it, isn't it? Bag and a half. Now, he had a week to get that off his plot, so I went over the other day and I started to taking it down, and my god, he's only used silicone seal on it to stop the sheets from moving. Let me show you. Well, we're on the last couple of panels now taking out, and this stuff here, this rubber, it's plagued me all the way through taking this. He's put these clips in and he's put this stuff in. It was never meant to come out, obviously. And what a job we've had getting it out without breaking any glass or cutting myself so far. Anyway, I've got these last 2 panels and that one in the door there. We need to undo the bolts on the door to actually get that glass out of there. I was thinking about taking the door off actually. I mean, that might be the easiest way to go, and then put it back on later. But after we've done all this, we've got to break it off the base. It's been screwed down apparently, but yeah, the last 2 panels, well, it's not the last 2, last 3 panels, but this stuff here, it's absolutely horrendous. We've been at it for about an hour now, stripping it all off. Guys, we've removed all the panels out of this greenhouse now. We've even took the door off. The reason why we took the door off is because we couldn't get the bottom panel of glass out, and I didn't want to break it. However, we got 5 panels broke. I've only got, believe it or not, I've only got 3, 2 maybe 3 at the most. So I do need a couple more panels for this. There were 5 panels broke initially, and that's what we ended up with, 5 broken. But unfortunately, I give all my panels away like an idiot. I had over 20 panels and I give them all away. I'm sorry now, I've done it, but I do it all the time, so it just, you know, it makes no difference. So the trick is now we've got to get this through this path, that little path there. So we've got to lift it over that tank and then walk it up to my brother's plot. Now it's not as if it's heavy. I'm just lifting this with one hand. It's just awkward. So I need at least 3 people, maybe 4 people, just to lift it over while the others balance it and keep it from falling. And we'll lift it over, then we can all grab a corner and march it down to my brother's plot. But it's in pretty good stead. You know, it's a bit dirty. That'll clean up, get the hose pipe on it, and we'll give it a good washing, blow all the crap off it. It's just superficial really. There's nothing major. Structure's pretty sound. So anyway, we've got all the angled pieces of glass. It's just unfortunately there was 5 broke, And well, there you go. So that's the greenhouse. We've got to get it through that gap there, so that's going to be some fun, I can tell you. So anyway, we removed every bit of that, and believe it or not, we never broke any glasses. Now there was 4 or 5 glasses that were cracked, so we've already got the glass to replace them. And anyway, yesterday we finally got the greenhouse through that gap and down onto my brother's plot. So this is where it is now. We actually got the greenhouse over onto my brother's plot now. Here it is, 8x6 greenhouse. Paid 30 quid for it. We took the door off. It was easy to get the door over there, to get it over without the door on it. We had a bit of trouble with the glass. We couldn't get the glass out, and I didn't want to break it, so I just took the door off. Anyway, I've just been measuring the width and the length, and it's 2,580 from that end to that end, and from the width is 1940. So we're going to keep the two widths at 1940, and we're going to take 80mm off the 2,580, because the scaffolding boards are 40mm. So we take 80mm off that, and then what'll happen is, once we screw them all together, this greenhouse will just sit smack bang flush on scaffolding boards, just like the chickens here, the chicken pen that I made him. Yeah, I made him this, knocked it together. Harris fences, 6 Harris fences, and he's got a fantastic chicken pen here. We actually put a scaffolding board in the top here, lifted it up so the two Harris fences was running, so the water run off it. We put some stud work in the roof, so when the water hit the top, it run off rather than pooling. And well, he did have his feeders. Shut up. He did have his feeders hanging down, but I don't know what he's done. I think he's broke it, unfortunately. We made him that there. That was funny. We made it that big, I couldn't get it in the car, so what we did, we put wheels. You see the wheels on it there? Yeah, I actually put it on wheels, and my son pushed it round to the allotments. It just fit through the door, and believe it or not, the chickens are in and out of there all the time. That's the nest box this side here, and that's where they roost there, and they absolutely love it. It's actually got a pleather protection all the way around. It's like a skin, like a plastic leather skin. Apparently it cost 35 quid a yard, and we must have used about 3-4 yards on that to actually completely cover it. We used aluminium trim to cap it. So I have got a video of how I built that. It actually, the base itself is a door. We put oilcloth on it. It's pretty cool how we actually did it, but like I say, we only had 2 weeks to build that and to build this, so we could get these chickens. These chickens would have all ended up having the next rung if I couldn't have got the pen together in that time and built a pen like and a coop like that. All these birds what you're looking at now would have been dead, and it would have been absolute crying shame, because they are beautiful birds. I'm not too sure the breeds, but yeah, they're pretty awesome. He has got 9. There must be one inside there at the moment on the nest, but I think it's another one of these mockled ones here. But anyway, that's his chickens, and as you can see, they've got scaffolding boards here. Well, this is what this is going to sit on eventually. So I've got the measurements that I need. I think I've got all the glass to redo it, so it's just a matter of scraping all this sealer stuff what he's put on it. So he actually glued, believe it or not, glued the glass to the bloody frame. How crazy is that? Anyway, we just slide the door back on here and put a bolt in here, and that'll stop the door from coming out, and we'll be good to go. So I'm going to leave it at that for the moment. As I've got the scaffolding boards at home, so I need to cut them to size. we'll get them down here and get them mounted in the next few days. So there's an update on the actual greenhouse. It's actually on his plot now, and then we're going to start to turn this over. This is already covered over, ready to go. His fruit trees down there was absolutely covered in blossoms, so he's going to have loads of fruits. It's coming along nicely. But this is the next project for him. I'll get this sorted, and yeah, then he can get a load of tomatoes in here. So that's it, 30 quid, that's what we pay for it. Bargain. And that's where it's going to stay. They're going to put a path down between the chickens and that. All I've waited for him now is to come and pick the scaffolding boards up so I can put it on its scaffolding boards, then we'll put the glass back in, and then we'll fill it full of tomatoes and cucumbers that have actually got growing here. So we wait with bated breath to when he's going to come and pick his scaffolding boards up. When he does, we'll continue with that video over there on his plot. But you saw these girls there, they look beautiful, them chickens. And them chickens are very lucky, they really are. They were nearly all had the necks wrung, but managed to save them. I managed to build that pen in 2 weeks, and the coop as well. Built it all, and these chickens are living the life of Larry over there at the moment. Anyway, that's it for this one. The sun's really burning. The UV levels are right through the roof here, and I've been in the sun all morning. So I'm going to disappear now and go and get something to eat. So that's it for this one, folks. I just want to thank everybody for leaving your comments and subscribing to the channel and hitting the like button. And like I say, thanks again. So I'll see you on the next one. Next one, I've got two clips that I'm going to show you. One's of some frogs which we did about 6 weeks ago. Watch out for that one. Some cracking shots of the frogs spawning and what have you. That was a little video what we never put up. And we've also got the one on the chicken coop, which we actually were given by a friend of mine. We never put the video up, but I've actually done the video. So I thought, what the hell, we're gonna put these videos up. I made them, so I might as well show them you. I just left them and left them and left them. So you'll see that video. It was made early in the year. So watch out for that one as well. But that's it for this one, guys. I'll see you real soon. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.